Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a you versus them love reading for Aquarius. We'll explore your energy, the energy of the person on your mind, and the dynamic between you, not to fix or chase anyone, but to support your clarity, self-trust, and emotional steadiness. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, so we have a lot of cards coming through. All right, so we see the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Page of Wands. They're viewing you as the World card, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius energy in reverse. So they feel like there's unfinished business here. What's going on between the two of you is Scorpio energy. So there may have been an ending, but this can also be a major transformation, Scorpio. And we see the Star card, Aquarius energy. So they definitely have you all up in their energy. I feel like your person might be feeling a little bit drained financially, or they don't feel like the best version of themselves. I feel whatever has happened here has been a tower moment, but with the Page of Wands, I feel like they're still going to take a risk or still take a leap of faith. All right, you could be at a distance from this person, or you could be someone who's very different from them. They're not sure about the outcome here. Like I said, whatever is going on here has been a tower moment, all right, between you and them, Aquarius. But they're still going to take a risk or take a leap of faith, even if they feel like you're out of their league. So this could be a secret admirer, or it could be somebody here you've had an ending with. But there's potential transformation here of this connection. So let's see what else we need to know about them. All right, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. I kind of feel like your person, I don't know if they don't make enough, they feel like they don't make enough money, or they don't have enough to offer you. I just kind of get, they feel like you're out of their league. Like they have some work to do to get to your level. But it's still not stopping them from wanting to win you over, win you back, come towards you. Yeah, and they're viewing you as the Seven of Pentacles. They see you as somebody who's patient. Maybe you're patiently waiting for this person. For some of you, if you're at a distance from them, you know, you may be waiting for them to come towards you. They know that. But they also see you as somebody who's like steadily worked for everything you have, Aquarius. And there's like a discipline and a control here in your demeanor. And, you know, this person may not always be the most disciplined is what I'm getting. So that could be something they worry about, or maybe the Spirit's highlighting that difference here between the two of you. The World card in reverse, Aquarius, is your energy. So you may feel like there's unfinished business here. You may feel like you and this person are very different from one another, the way you conduct yourselves, or you come from different backgrounds. We have the Three of Pentacles here, but you do sense that there's compatibility despite distance, despite differences. I feel like you do, or you have enjoyed being around this person, talking to this person. You know, it's easy to work together, or you want the same things. But I also think you right now, some of my Aquarius, you may have unfinished business with someone else as well. Let's see how you're viewing this person. How are my Aquarians viewing this person? The Two of Cups in reverse. So you see potential here, but you're not sure about union. You may have feelings for this person, but again, it just kind of feels like you have more discipline than this person. So like you might go to the gym, you might, you know, pay attention to your diet, your exercise, your health and your wellness, your finances, you know, and they might be a little bit looser with those things, or one of those things, or all of those things. So that may have led to an ending here, but I'm also seeing that there's potential transformation. Yeah, this person wants to heal things with you, but they're worried that this connection is going to end in rejection. All right, and you're viewing the relationship as the Hanged Man in reverse. Interesting. So you might be seeing this relationship differently than you once did. if this is somebody who's admiring you and they want to transform the connection, but they're just worried it's going to end up in rejection, when they come forward here, Aquarius, you're just going to see them differently than, you know, your friend, your neighbor, your coworker. The Six of Wands energy in reverse. I feel like my Aquarians out there, you're a little bit conflicted. I don't think you're focused 100% on this person. You could have other options, as I was picking up on with the Three of Pentacles. Some of you, you're working hard to close out some sort of cycle or to pay off debt, or, you know, on something, you know, training or planning something you've been planning for. So I feel like this person is very focused on you. But I feel like you're very disciplined and very focused on yourself, your career, your health, your wellness. And there's something here that you're not completely sure about. You're not completely sure that either there's compatibility, because again, I do get this energy of like you show up differently. You're more disciplined than this person with finances or with your health or things like that. So let's see what else we need to know. And that doesn't have to be a deal breaker, but it can leave a big question mark about whether or not this is going to be a compatible long-term connection, right? So let's see. I also feel, though, you see potential for love and you would be willing to transform or move this connection forward if they were to come towards you with a love offer. But for some of you, they're not even really on your radar right now. For others of you, they are, but you're just kind of focused on other things, or maybe kind of focusing away from this connection for a little bit, because it feels like, again, you're disciplined and you're planning something else, you know, paying off debt, working on your health, those sorts of things. All right, there's this person, even if they do have other options, you're the only one they focus on, Aquarius. I also feel this person is worried about you having other options, because I do get that they feel you're a little bit out of their league. They're impatient for sure. They want to come rushing in, even though they feel like maybe I don't have enough to offer. Maybe Aquarius is out of my league, but if I don't take this chance now, like I'll miss out. And the second chakra, Archangel Uriel. This person may be creative. They may sometimes be like forgetful or late is what I'm getting. That doesn't come from the sacral chakra, but it's coming through as a message. They want to stop thinking about this. They've been overthinking this. This is a tower moment. I feel they are going to kind of come in impulsively, maybe shock or surprise you here. They're very physically attracted to you. I feel this person's creative, or they're going to come up with creative solutions to try to figure out how this can work or how you two can get on the same page. I feel like this person's going to make you laugh. Like they're one of these people that, you know, they flirt through humor is what I'm getting. Let's see what their shadow is, or what might be holding them back. Ooh, we have some peekers here. What is this person's shadow, or what might be holding this person back for my Aquarius, please? I think you've been a tower moment, or whatever has happened here has been a tower moment for you. You're making them see life differently, love differently, themselves differently. They really don't want to miss this opportunity with you. But it's interesting. It's like you're not giving them all your energy. And I don't know if you're doing that on purpose or not, Aquarius. So you'll have to let me know down below. Not talking. You aren't communicating your needs clearly. You need to discuss how you feel. Yeah, so they know they need to come in and tell you how they feel, or, you know, forever hold their peace, right? Or they could miss out on an opportunity of a lifetime. And unworthy. I told you this was coming through. You deserve an amazing relationship. Take steps to heal doubts about yourself, because they definitely feel like you're out of their league. And I just feel like I said before, you're more disciplined than they are. So again, they might have more debt, or they might be kind of sloppy with their money. You know, maybe you're very focused on like your health and your wellness, your diet and your exercise, and they might be a bit more lax, all right, or relaxed with those things. We see love sucks. You have stopped believing in love. Let yourself heal so you can be open again. For some of you, this is the energy they were in before they met you. Okay. And so like you've snapped them out of it. I could definitely see that with this person. And I don't want to say maybe they've let themselves go a little bit, but maybe they let themselves go a little bit, where they stop believing in love. They stop thinking, you know what, there's no one good out there anymore, or love always hurts. So again, I'm just getting that little bit of lack of discipline from this person in one area. It doesn't have to mean that, they're sloppy in the way that they dress or that they're lazy or anything like that. But, I just feel like they haven't been, maybe they haven't been putting money away the way they should, or, it's just they've been a little bit, maybe a little bit down even. All right, let's see. They want to say, I left when things got hard, so they may sometimes be a little bit escapist here. All right, and by lying, I ripped us apart. For some of you, there may have been lies here, but more than anything, and especially if this is a newer person, this is somebody who hasn't communicated their needs clearly. They haven't discussed with you how they feel. So it doesn't necessarily mean there was lies or dishonesty. Obviously for some of you that could be the case, but all right. And daydreaming, I'm always longing for you. That I definitely resonate with here with these messages. They're definitely daydreaming about you. They're worried about rejection, but they're worried about rejection and finality here, or an ending. But they do want to transform this connection. It's interesting. I do feel like you are kind of open to it, Aquarius, though. Let's see what's hidden or what you're not seeing. Unbreakable and devoted. So, even if this person isn't as disciplined as you are in some area or areas of their life, they're definitely strong. This person is unbreakable and very devoted to you. That can be hard to find. All right, and we see reluctant to share feelings. That tracks with dishonesty and not talking, but they do have a hard time communicating their truest and deepest feelings. All right, let's see what else my Aquarius need to know about this person or this connection. What do my Aquarius need to know about this person or this connection? Separation, so sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. Some of you, you're in separation from this person. Others of you, this is somebody who just hasn't quite made their feelings known for you, and they are really unsure about whether or not they're going to have success with you. They do have certain blocks and restraints. We see codependent, obsession, possession, and controlling has a block or a restraint. I kind of just feel like more than anything, they're a bit obsessed here with you. But obviously we see codependent, possession, controlling. And I just feel more than anything, they're a little bit obsessed, but they have a block or they have a restraint. They're extremely devoted to you. And this person may bend, but they certainly don't break. That's what I'm getting. So there's a bit of a stubbornness, but there's like resolve here as well, Aquarius, which I actually think a lot of you will find endearing. All right, in your energy, we have camera, so you may be reminiscing. There may be something here from the past that you're still thinking about. Perception. Yep, your perception is definitely changing here about this person. Learn from the past and make memories. Yeah, so you're ready to make new memories. And you've been healing and releasing karma. That's how we learn from the past. And we see I like you. So Spirit's confirming someone likes you. Romance is blooming, fun, flirting, wanting to date. But I feel like that's certainly the case. Like I feel like you have a good time with this person. I think you really like this person. I think you're actually even really attracted to this person, even if you're different. But what I'm seeing is that some of you, you're not quite sure about whether or not there can be long-term investment or this can be a long-term connection or not. See, we get happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. You two get along really well. You enjoy each other. But there's, like I said, that big question mark about, can this be long-term? Should this be something long-term? All right, so let's go ahead and see what their very next actions are towards you. What are their very next actions towards you? And it could be because you're a bit of an odd couple too, or you're very different from one another, which sometimes can be a beautiful thing. But too many differences obviously can lead to long-term incompatibility. So I think that's just what we're trying to suss out here. Okay, in the next week or so, the Three of Swords in reverse, this person may be holding back and healing. Okay, or they may try to come in and heal things. Yep, they're avoidant. They haven't let you go. They may be trying to heal. They don't want to come in too fast. They want to avoid disaster. There will be communication. And okay, some of you, they need a little bit of liquid courage to communicate there. And they might come in hot and fast. I think it's going to be kind of unexpected. But they're going to hold back a little bit, maybe the next couple of days or the beginning part of the week. But then they come in, okay? They come in hot, they come in fast, they come in with communication. It might feel a little bit impulsive. It's that Page of Wands energy too. All right, Aquarius. So I think I think you'll be taken a little bit off guard here. Final messages, advice, and guidance for my Aquarius, please. You already know. You already know if this is someone you want to invest in, or if this is a connection that you could, that you could do long term. Ground before you interpret their communication or their actions. You're responding, not overreacting. Yeah. So, if you have some sort of stronger emotion, trust where it lands in your body, this person's communication, or how it feels to be around them. And you didn't imagine the shift, and there certainly will be a shift. Okay? And we see at the bottom of the deck, this isn't what you were hoping for, and your feelings are responding accurately. So some of you, there may be disappointment. Even if you really enjoy this person, you might be realizing maybe we're not meant to be long term. But for others of you, this message is just a confirmation of a tower moment, of a shock and a surprise here. All right, so I'm going to leave it here, my lovely Aquarius, sending you love and light. Take care.